Hey y'all, I'm Ashlyn.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Marla. And we want you to mansplain baseball elsewhere.
Yay! So,
This is kind of fun.
It is fun.
Sorry, this is the second episode for y'all who don't know that, realize that.
Yes, I was about to say we're right in the middle, which makes sense because we're going to talk about the middle of the field.
Look at that.
Anyway, so sorry. This puppy's distracting me. It's awful. I should have locked him away. Anyway, so this is fun. We're doing 3 little 15-minute snippets to get y'all ready for opening weekend. And also, there's been a lot of baseball, and we just got to breeze through it, baby. There's been a lot of changes.
A lot of baseball in the month it's been back, which is fun.
Yes.
So,
and then shit happened before the lockout, like Kirby Yates. I completely
forgot about.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know what people were talking about for a second. But anyway,
Camargo. Saw him in Florida. It was weird.
Well,
didn't like it. He doesn't look good in red. Not that much red.
No, not that much red.
He only looks good in Braves red.
Yeah, it's weird because I thought, that'll be, at least it'll look good in the uniform, but he doesn't. That solid red
really doesn't actually.
I'm not even just being a bitch. Like, truly.
As a former first place hot boy, that's hard to do to make him look not good in something.
Far.
Yeah. And I know that's what he was concerned about, was falling off the hot boy list.
He should be.
You know who I thought shaving his beard would make him fall off of it, but it might not. I don't think he was on it. But in my personal one, Donaldson.
Hey.
I don't know. It's pretty bad.
The Yanks are going to love him. I think they already are. They're starting to already.
Yeah.
But, that was the first thing I said when they got traded, and all of Yankees Twitter was like, what the fuck? Why did we do that? I was like, you bitches are going to love him.
Yeah.
Because we all kind of did the same thing.
His quick switch.
He tried to fight fucking, who was it? Joe Musgrove?
Musgrove, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'll die for him.
Oh, yeah, with us. So I thought it was hilarious that, last year he's all like, Garrett Cole, no wonder you suck now. You can't have sticky stuff. He's the best pitcher I've ever hit against. And I'm like, hey.
Listen, if I was in the box against Garrett Cole, I wouldn't be talking shit about him either. I'm
right? Don't throw that shit at my head.
No.
Anyway, yeah, so Ashlyn, I mean, that's not the only trade, I guess.
Okay, so I kind of did okay. I'm gonna list all of the trades around the infields and things of that nature, but it's a lot, so I didn't. Instead, I'm talking about a few individual infields that are really exciting, and then we'll talk about a couple of individual people. So number one, the Dodgers have the best infield on paper in baseball again, but that's fine because they probably did last year too.
Line up on paper last year, and what happened?
Exactly, it's fine. They did lose World Series MVP Corey Seager, but they replaced him with Trey Turner, and they also got Freddie Freeman. They've got Max Muncy at second, who put up an all-star caliber season last year. They've got Justin Turner at third, who's the old dude that everybody loves and will probably hit 20 bombs at least. But then they also have depth with guys.
But
they also have depth with guys like Chris Taylor and Gavin Lux, who if you're a Dodgers fan, you're like, oh, Gavin Lux sucks. But if Gavin Lux was playing anywhere else, he's probably playing every day. So they have the depth that most teams don't have. So that's going to be a really exciting infield to watch. Then the one I'm really excited about, because fuck those guys, the Blue Jays. Really exciting. I'm really excited for Marla's team as a whole, but especially the infield. They're young, they're hungry. They're 23, 24, 26, and Matt Chapman's the oldest at 28. They're young boys. They hit a fucking 400 million home runs last year or something like that. I don't remember, but it was a fucking lot. They don't have that depth. They do have a couple of outfield prospects that are supposed to be really good, but from what I saw, they're not supposed to be there till next season. So this year it doesn't really matter. But like I said, the Blue Jays were good last year. They were first in home runs. They were second in average. They were first in on base percentage. So they were good. But then they bring in Matt Chapman, who could be really great. And fucking Vlad Jr. would have won the MVP last year if Shohei Ohtani didn't do what he did. He was phenomenal too. So the Blue Jays are very exciting.
Last year was the trailer. This year is the movie.
Yes,
that's what they've been saying.
that makes total sense to me, because it is like, it just has that feeling of like, this could be it. Like, this is the year.
As long as we don't get down to it where we have to rely on the Yankees to beat the fucking Rays again, and we'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna, and I think that they will end up in a position where, like last year, kind of like you said, like at the end of the year, they ended up depending on other people to make sure they got in. I don't think this year that happens. I think they get themselves in, and it's fine, and it's not close, to be quite honest. Then the Astros infield is interesting to me, not just because it's the Astros, but because they lost Carlos Correa. He is a Twin now. And they did not sign any of those other big name shortstops that were out there. Trevor Story went to the Red Sox, and Corey Seager is a Ranger, and Chris Bryant's not a shortstop, but anyways, whatever. I was thinking Rockies with Trevor Story. Anyways, they didn't sign anybody. They have Jeremy Pena, who is their number one prospect, and like kind of might be a dude. Like, he was kind of a dude in spring training. So we'll see.
That is a bold fucking move to replace Correa
with a yes. He's the number one prospect, but he has no, like, obviously, because Correa was there, he has no like real playing time. He's got big shoes to fill, but like, he kind of seems ready. Now, the interesting thing to me is, outside of him, I think he's 24. I'm pretty sure he's like 23 or 24, one of those two. So he's young. But outside of him, Infield's kind of old. Like, Bregman's 29, Altuve's 31, Yuli's like 37 or 38, something like that. He's old as shit. And so it will be very interesting to see what happens. The Astros think they can win it without Carlos. They got to prove that they can win it without Carlos. We'll see. As far as just other exciting people, Bobby Witt Jr. is coming up. He was the number 2 overall pick in 2019. He will be in the big league club for Kansas City this year. He's going to hit 30 home runs, and it's going to be probably pretty easy for him. His strikeout numbers are lower than what a lot of people expected them to be. They thought he was going to be like a heavy swing and miss guy, because he does have a lot of power, but he only walks like, I think it's like 20, 22, something like that % of the time. Or strikes out, not walks. So it wasn't that much. And then Spencer Torkelson also comes up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, he's like the number 1 prospect. And so Miggy actually said, like, he can take my place at first and I'll just DH. Like, that's cool. I mean, Miggy's also old as fuck now too. So but
still pretty cool that he's like, you take my spot.
Yeah.
King, go ahead. Like, that's cool.
And like, Torque got hurt a little bit last year, so we were kind of like, but like, with the season being what it was, a shortened season, like, I mean, he literally started at like high A.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He flew through all the ranks in a year.
Because my boyfriend and his son saw him in high A, and then all of a sudden he's like, bam, opening day. So like, anyway, I think it's crazy. I think
overall pick in 2020. That was like,
just
right now.
And he is also like, you can tell he's like gotten his physique's like been working on it, working on that new, all that stuff. And then Javi Baez came over too, which a lot of people forgot about in like the flurry of trades.
Yeah, because that was right before the lockout, wasn't it?
Yep. And I know
like
people
14 years ago.
Yeah, feel some kind of way about him, but I think he's a good ball player, so I think it'll be very interesting and very good.
I love Javi Baez.
Me too.
Honestly, like, he's a kind of a dick, but I'm into it.
And I remember watching him during that Cubs run, and I was just like,
yeah, this is fun. Like I said, Chris Bryant went to the Rockies, which like doesn't really make a lot of sense, but like, get your bag, my guy, go ahead, it's fine.
I'm pretty sure the Cubs even traded their popcorn guys.
It's probably like, I don't know what the Cubs are doing.
But the Rockies make no fucking sense. Can we just talk about that for a second?
For a second year.
You literally paid to get rid of like the best third baseman.
You're literally paying him to play against you. And then you threw the bag at a guy who, while Chris Bryant is great, he's not Nolan Arenado.
Right.
So like make it make sense, but you can't. You can't. But somebody, when I said something about it, was like, you've been on here begging for teams to spend money, and then a team spends money and you don't like it. I'm like, yeah, because it doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah,
you
they're
absolutely
spending
pay
like
your
negative
players.
money
To
though.
me, it would be like me like paying someone to take some Louboutins and then like spending just like $1,500 on some Payless shoes. Like,
Like,
Yeah.
I
it makes
don't
sense.
spend money, pay your players. It makes sense.
Speaking of also the D-backs, apparently someone put out pictures of their minor league digs for their guys this year. So like, good job D-backs. They look really nice.
I think I saw that. They're like fully furnished or
Fully
something like
furnished,
that. Yes, I saw that.
Good place. Like, they look good.
That's awesome. Good job, D-backs.
Yeah. Also, I just want to say his name, Roughened Odor, is at the Orioles. So,
Wait, what?
Yeah.
like they needed
Yeah.
something. So anyway, the Braves infields. I mean, we don't have Freddie. Dansby's being a little bitch about his locker. Also, congrats.
The man is mourning.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
he just got engaged to like a female that's both a better athlete and hotter than he is. So he should not be in mourning for Freddie Freeman. I'm just saying.
That's also true.
But Matt Olson, what can we say? We got
Bombs already. Let's
we
go.
got Halsey, we got Dansby, and then we got the Power of the Peach, who is also like has dad power now. Right? Has his wife had? I think.
I
I
don't think
think
so.
she's
Yeah,
had the baby yet. I don't think.
it's
Not
fine.
that
It's
easy.
the dad's juice is still
It kicks
flowing.
in.
It's already kicked in. Yeah.
Yep.
So like, I mean, what else do you want?
I love our infield. I hope that Dansby can get his shit together and hit 30 bombs instead of 28.
You know.
The whole infield can hit 30 bombs this season. The whole lot of them.
And I very much love that Riley is so open about like, I don't really work out during the off season. I mean, I'm sure he does something. He's like, I hunt and I fish, and then I crush it.
Bruh, you gotta pull that shit out the woods.
I mean, it's
That's a
working.
workout.
Shit.
Fine by me.
Whatever works for you works for you. So, and
I'm trying to decide if it's better to slander Dansby all year long, like we did last year, because he performed in at least the World Series, not
For sure.
the entire postseason, or if we give him a break because he did perform well. I don't know.
He
Torn.
sucks. I feel like it's our
Do we
responsibility.
continue?
we have to keep.
That's what I feel like.
Like, I truly feel like it's our responsibility to keep him humble and keep him working hard. I feel like that's our responsibility.
If he's not working to impress us, what's he working for? Come on.
Apparently, a Ford Bronco 150 or some shit. It has extra room for your.
Because, like, I love Dansby.
Those aren't good
all,
for baby
but,
seats.
But
I mean, there's always room for improvement.
so improve.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
We'll
miss
replace you.
so much,
Freddie taught us that.
you miss the captain or whatever, then step up and be one.
We'll
Yeah,
call your
like, oh,
bluff.
come on. Also, like, shut the fuck up, Dansby. Like, stop crying. I mean, respectfully. Just, like, it's fine. He doesn't play here anymore. Like, he doesn't play here anymore. It's fine. He didn't die.
I don't want people to hurt me because I'm not asking Dansby to be traded. I hope he's not. But if he ever leaves this team, he will not hear the end of this from me. Like, I'm just saying.
Especially if it's like a free agent situation, he's just like, peace out. No, bro. Fill your locker
He's gonna
up
be like,
shit
no.
right then.
They don't save lockers. I'm leaving. There's no reverence here.
And the only thing I want to say about the Freddie Freeman trade is
but like,
but also,
come on.
but what we're not going to do is blame Chelsea for where her husband's played baseball. That's all.
The reply
Not-
guys stay being dumb as fuck. So what the fuck ever.
Really try to find anything to hate that woman, and I mean, like,
Jealousy's a
She's
bitch.
rich and hot and successful, so that's three
Right?
things they hate about women. So
And then my biggest thing is they're like, he's just trying to keep her happy. See, this explains why you're on Twitter all mad.
yes, good. That's what he should do.
Like,
yeah,
you don't have a wife or you're not keeping her happy.
yeah, exactly. Like, there's
Happy
things
wife,
to talk
happy
about
life.
here. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I really want to see. from the break. Like we were so, I don't know why I care so much, but we were so close to hitting every player hitting 30 bombs last year. And I think Olsen can step in and do that just fine, just like Freddie did. I don't think that's a problem. And Dansby can totally hit 30. Like just fucking do it, bro.
I think especially with
some more home
DH.
runs. Right? Like just fucking hit some home runs. Do it.
Just do it.
Because I want to be able to be like, our whole infield hit 30 home runs. Actually, what I'd really like to be able to say is our whole infield and our catcher hit 30 home runs.
Yeah.
So fucking you too, Travis d'Arnaud, because you bitch ass was hurt last year. So don't break your fucking hand or finger or whatever the shit you did.
You strain your groin or
whatever it was. I don't even remember. What he tore a ligament or something?
Everything.
I don't remember. It was so crazy.
Like as soon as he came back, the day he came back, he got hit in the nuts with the ball too. Like it's
I forgot about that.
Anyway, and on that happy note, thanks for enjoying our middle episode, and we'll come back with another one tomorrow to go over pitching. I know you guys cannot wait.
I can't.
And if you can't wait, then find us on Twitter, Brace Marla, Brace Emily, Brace Ashland.
Mansplain BB Pod, Mansplain Baseball Podcast on Patreon. Maybe we can crank out more daily content. Imagine. Content.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Bye, guys.